Hey, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostle, and that was great millstone. Peace and blessing to you, brothers, pushing this truth throughout the four winds. As you can see, this video is entitled, It's Tough, but Keep Up the Fight. You know, you just got your ears to the ground. You can just see crazy things starting to take hold, you know. A lot of death, just know you will be put in situations to where you're really going to have to show that you believe in the Lord. You're really going to have to show. It ain't going to be no more mouth service. A lot of people can believe when they're sitting in a place that doesn't require faith, and having people that you can just immediately call on, But a lot of these moments that we go through, we have to understand that they're molding us for the times that's really going to come. It's true hell going to come. Don't know how many people have been homeless, but I have. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's other brothers that went down that road too. That shit ain't easy. But all of those things are preparation of the mind to make you strong. That mental strongness. Because it's going to be people that's depending on you, and they're going to have to see you be in a strong mind frame. So all the things that you go through now, just know that the true test is vastly approaching. And these are a few characters in the Bible that went through things, and they show you just how tough it got. But the Lord kept them and used them. He kept them, This is Numbers 11, 14, and 15. It says, I am not able to bear all this people alone because it is too heavy for me. In certain situations you get in, let's be real, we're in this flesh. And some of these things are very, very stressful. You know what I'm saying? You have to fight. Even when it's tough, you have to persevere and fight. Otherwise, everything you've been preaching all of these years and all of this time, it makes you look like a hypocrite. So you have to stand on it. You have to stand 10 toes down on everything you believe in, even when it's tough. Even when you can't see the way out, you still have to push through and fight. 15, it says, and if thou deal thus with me, kill me, I pray thee, out of hand, if I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wretchedness. Calling for death, because situations got so tough, But just keep in mind, even if that thought came across you, just understand that the Lord has you here for a purpose. So you're going to go through things, and sometimes those things are going to be very tough. So it's good to prep your mind to accepting it and moving forward and making the best out of the situation. That's all we can do. It's Elijah, 1 Kings 19 and 4. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a juniper tree. And he requested for himself that he might die, and said, It is enough now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am not better than my fathers. See that? But the thing is, all of these feelings and being in his flesh, what transpired from that is they made it out those situations. You know, they made it out. Don't think for one moment that this is going to be easy. Just don't think that it's going to be easy. When you don't have nobody around you to call on and you have to trust in the Lord, that time is coming. When it just might be you and your family, you know, or it just might be you. That faith is going to have to show through. It's a must. You know what I'm saying? It's a must. Job 3:10. Because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from mine eyes. Why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? You see that? It just shows you that you're actually going to go through things, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it's not going to be comfortable. I mean, I'm talking about real life. It's not nothing that somebody's just telling you. You're going to actually go through things that it's going to really hit you hard. You know? How do you act then? How do you maneuver then? Are these scriptures applied? Or do you go into a woe is me spirit? How do you act? It's easy when you're on a road of having people around, and it's not really hitting like you think it is. But how do you act when the real tests come? How do you act then? Jeremiah 20:14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born. Let not the day wherein my mother bare me blessed. Cursed be the man who brought tidings to my father, saying, A man-child is born unto thee, making him very glad. These men are going through dealing with the flesh to where it's not pleasant. They're going through things and it doesn't feel good being in that situation. So it's the flesh is actually what's speaking. You know? Were they in low places and mentally? Yes, they were. But the end of this matter is they held on. You know what I'm saying? They held on, and the situation always took a turn because they were with Yahweh Shem Yahshai in spirit. Okay? Jonah 4:8. And it came to pass when the sun did arise that the Most High prepared a vehement east wind, and the sun beat up the head of Jonah, that he fainted and wished in himself to die, and said, It is better for me to die than to live. The whole point in Jonah running, because he knew a prophet's life. He knew that they were always in some situations to where their life was on the line, you know, but you can't run from the Lord. So the best thing to do is to prepare your mind for tough times. And the scripture tells us about that. You got to prepare your mind for things to come. And you always have to be in the mind frame of the Lord has me. If not, then why are you even in the truth preaching and believing if when the tough times come, you can't handle it because you let your flesh take over, you know? But those times are coming, and it's going to prove and separate the men from the boys. With that, I want to say shalom.